Hi, I'm Danny Knightmare, and I'm a horror addict. Tonight, just so you know, we'll be going balls deep down the rabbit hole. Yeah, that's right, we'll be doing GWAR'S 1992 full-length feature film, Phallus in Wonderland. GWAR has a full-length feature film? You bet your sweet ass they do. In fact, they got a couple of them. But I'll be starting with their first full-length feature film, Phallus in Wonderland. It's got two directors, Judas Bullhorn and Distortion Wells. Those names seem fake. And as for Judas Bullhorn, well, he's done a couple of other things, so I think he's real. I mean, he was just doing editorial effects and soundtracks for movies that were way different and distant from this film, like 1997's Horsey and 2009's A Shine of Rainbows. This film, I have to say straight up off the bat, is a very low budget production. I mean, it's a 1992 and it's got amateur green screen effects. GWAR'S costumes for the most part are pretty damn great. I mean, it's what they wear on stage. And the other characters, well, you know, most of these outfits were created not for the film but just to be on stage. So you're gonna have to take it for what it is. Now for the acting. Is it great? Well, probably not. Most people would probably find it to be a bit cheesy and over the top. Is it bad? A lot of people would probably say it is. But for me, I think it's intentional to fit the tone of the film. The movie wouldn't work if it took itself too seriously. Is it an intelligent film? I'd say yes it is, but there's so many layers of gratuitous shit on it, most people probably don't give it enough a chance to notice. But if you're open-minded and have a sixth sense of humor like myself, you'll find that there's plenty of political satire and social statements. The movie is kind of a pseudo-soundtrack to the album America Must Be Destroyed. Both have the same underlining meaning and use the same songs. However, I'd say that they tell the story slightly different each way. Even though this is a full-length feature film with a story and a plot, it does weave about 5 different music videos into the film, which in themselves help further the plot. So it's drenched in blood, there's tons of gore. Does any of it look super real? Nah, not really. Though some of the effects are actually pretty damn good. Give you a little rundown on who the characters of GWAR are, just in case you don't know. You have your lead singer and frontman, Odorous Orungus. He's got a very interesting thing right here between his legs. Is that his dick, or is it a fish? Well, it is the cuttlefish of Cthulhu. It is stolen from him in this film and then is put on a moral trial. Odorous' bandmates, rhythm guitar, Ballsack the Jaws of Death, his lead guitar, Flatus Maximus, drummer, Jizmac the Gusha, and bass player, Beefcake the Mighty. And then they got their bodyguard, Sexecutioner. They also have a manager, Sleazy P. Martini, drug-dealing pimp with an outlandish haircut. But he's played by somebody with a really fucking cool name as well, Don Draculich, who's friends with Gory apparently. Well, they've talked a few times. He's a really cool guy. In fact, he even hand sculpted some of these statues that we have Odorous and Ballsack right here. And I say he did a great job. Now I know this film is definitely not for everybody. I mean, if you're religious, it's going to offend you. If you're a pacifist, it's going to upset you. If you got a weak stomach, it's probably going to nauseate you. And if you don't like heavy metal or horror, it's definitely not your fucking cup of tea. But this is Horror Addicts, so I'm assuming most of my viewers that at least checked one of your boxes. If you can't handle low-budget, violent, raunchy humor, you're probably going to want to pass on this one. However, for me, I proudly own this. Hell, I have it on VHS too. Probably downstairs in my garage in a box. And even though I specifically would say own it, I know even a lot of you would have a hard time seeing this. Up until recently. If you go to GWAR'S YouTube channel, link down below, you will find out that they just recently uploaded this whole fucking film. In fact, they uploaded a couple of their other films. I know for a fact that they also have a Skullhead Face, which I'll be reviewing very soon, another full-length feature film, and Live in Antarctica, which is a live show, still really good. So after this review, if you have an interest in seeing this film, you just click on the link below, and there you go. Starts off with some kid skateboarding down until he gets the bad news about Odorous' cuttlefish being stolen.
Authorities have in custody the cuttlefish of Cthulhu, alleged penis of GWAR lead singer Odorous Orungus.
Well, while distracted, this kid gets mowed over by Sleazy P. Martini. The kid, of course, asks him the one important question that Sleazy always gets asked.
Gee, Sleazy, do you really know GWAR?
I know GWAR. I'm their fucking manager.
I'd really like to meet him.
Oh, watch out, kid, 'cause now your wish is coming true. Shit. Dragged all the way from New York to Antarctica. I bet that's where Beavis and Butthead learned how to couch fish. GWAR is their favorite band after all. Now to introduce our anti-hero heavy metal band, Barbarians from Space, comes the music video Crackin' the Egg. Where they find a giant dinosaur egg. And even though Sly Monster Hyman keeps them from wanting to eat it, it does hatch and it's a badass little baby T-Rex. But they shoot it with heroin and crack and, well, that kind of causes it to go insane and run off. Stick a pin into it, because that will come back later. After that happens, they are contacted on the magic mirror.
Look, it's the magic mirror!
Oh, Jesus Christ, would you look at those effects? Sleazy's got a gig for him and their furry little asses need to get there. He'll pay them in drugs, of course. Odorous does complain about how he wants his dick back.
And I want my fucking cuttlefish back!
Which leads us to check in on the trial. Yes, the cuttlefish is on trial and Edna Granbo. Would you look at her fucking mask? I mean, I love this movie, but Jesus Christ, that fucking mask. She's played by Hunter Jackson, who normally plays their arch-enemy Techno Destructo. However, Techno's not in this film, so he's playing their new arch-enemy, Edna Granbo. An old lady who hates fucking GWAR. She's gonna do everything she can to get some political power behind her as she forms a morality squad. Her grandson, who's a superhero back from Iraq, Corporal Punishment, shows up to testify of how he captured and stole the penis. And we get a flashback of that. Pretty violent, beat up a drunk Odorous and, ripped his dick off. It's pretty fucked up. I don't know too many superheroes that would do something like that, but okay. He's got a little Robin sidekick named Private Parts. GWAR is now traveling from Antarctica to New York, and they're doing it in style. Yeah, they've got the slave-powered, crack-fueled, mechanical demon bat. However, like most things that get high on crack, it crashes hard when it's all out. I've been enjoying a couple of youths who are watching TV. There's a Corporal Punishment video where he saves Private Parts from a couple of terrorists. It's extremely racist and fucked up.
And remember, if an Arab's not working for you, he's working against you.
Mom says he should watch something more wholesome and religious like Father Bohab, who's got spooge dripping out of his mouth, and every time he hits his Bible, dust flies up. So I would have taken it he's not really reading it. The whole thing's pretty disturbing. But Queen Spider works in mysterious ways. GWAR's gonna be in town tomorrow filming something. Maybe they can even get on the project themselves. But Mom forbids it, so they hit her with a skateboard. But then, she might tell his dad, so gonna have to do the one and only logical thing. Kill her.
Here, use this.
Granted, I'd have to say she kind of ends up taking herself out in comedic fashion. And those effects look pretty bloody good. So the kids are all set around to film a commercial directed by Fritz Wang. Hey, guess what? It's a cereal commercial. For GWAR cereal. Fuck yeah, I'd eat that shit. Oh, that little girl needs milk in her cereal. Oh, there you go. That helps. This goes into the music video, Have You Seen Me? A jazzy little tune where Odorous goes all Freddy Krueger on the kids. Talking about Freddy before he was burned up. The type of child abuse he was putting out there while he was still alive. Yeah, see, some of the kids OD. Odorous chases one of them off. It's actually very disturbing. I mean, that's what I would actually call this a horror film. Especially for this scene alone. Pretty dark. I mean, it's not super graphic, but it sends a chill down my back. Oh yeah, for some reason Jizmac the drummer kills a cop with a skateboard. Well, there's your video of Have You Seen Me. Edna's got her morality squad all assembled. We have Agent Fancy Pants from the CIA. There's Dr. D. Bill Atated. He's undergoing the Project Tiny, which is two men who are mutated and fused together to be one man. Power of two men. Genius. We know from the song this is Edna Granbo's nephew. Since he was originally two men, does that make they both her nephews? Or were they her nephews? Or was it a nephew and then some other guy? I'm just gonna assume they were both her nephew at one point and now they're her nephew together. Obviously, Corporal Punishment and Private Parts are part of the assembled squad. One of the members is missing. Father Bohab. Oh, where's his ass at? Oh, he's, you know, doing stuff. That's gross. But hey, at least Sleazy's there to expose him. Literally. There is a lot of nudity in this film, but it's all fake, kind of like in The Greasy Strangler. The Cuttlefish of Cthulhu escapes and runs off, but it's too late. The Morality Squad knows where GWAR is going to be. Father Bohab, who was arrested but now on bail, doing a protest outside. GWAR shows up, and they just slaughter him. Pretty awesome violence. I mean, it's the stuff you would see at their live shows. Speaking of which, this shirt was completely white when I bought it, but it was specifically made to when it gets covered in the fake blood when you see GWAR live, to have a pattern. That's pretty awesome. And they have a couple of shirts that are like this. This isn't the only one that does it. And with the cherry on the sundae, they shove that cross. After mutilating the protesters, they get to their fancy-pantsy, I don't know, rap party or whatever. A bunch of hipsters and fake New Yorkers. So it goes into the music video of The Road Behind, which was kind of about that. It don't really have a place in this world. Hard being rock stars. The road is fucking tough. Even when you scrape up some roadkill and, you know, have a relationship with it, things still can bring you down. The pressure of trying to be a celebrity is not easy. Then Sleazy wants to get the party going. And what makes it easier to get along with these a-holes? A whole fucking plane load of cocaine. On the rooftop, everybody's kind of on their ass from how hard they were partying. The Cuttlefish is finally there and reunites with Odorous. Pretty disgusting way. But hey, you know, whatever gets them reconnected is what matters. The Cuttlefish tells Odorous that the Morality Squad's on their way and they're about to attack.
What's that? Someone is about to attack us?
Giving them about 3 seconds of a heads up. This is also the Morality Squad song/music video, and it's an epic fucking battle. I love how the CIA agent Fancy Pants and Sleazy P have a big shootout, just unloading gun after gun right at each other at like point blank range. Yet they only managed to kill almost everybody else, well, the party goers anyways. Not even managed to put a scratch on each other. That's comedy gold if you ask me. They sliced Tiny down the middle, but hey, he was once two men, so being cut in half doesn't really seem to kill him. He keeps on fighting. Ballsack takes care of the doctor, and Grambo herself is no pushover. Her wheelchair is a monster truck and it's got sable arms. I'd say the MVP of this fight is Slymenster Hyman. I mean, she is a total fucking badass. And you know what, she's a total sweetheart too. When I met her, she signed my heart. In fact, I got a bunch of awesome autographs on this shirt. Not all of them are GWAR too. Some of them are GWAR, some of them are GWAR slaves. Some of them are the Misfits. And I believe I got some body count ones on the back as well. That was a great GWARBQ. And a sad service for Odorous's funeral. Rest in power, my friend. I can leave you a link down to my review for Watch, Play, Read. 3 days I spent in Richmond, Virginia at Haddad Lake. But the Morality Squad is no longer a threat. GWAR wins, right? And I'll go home and wait a second. The news has got some disturbing information. Oh shit, Gorgor is back, but now he's 400 feet tall? And he's attacking New York? Love how they sneak a little bit of the original footage from Godzilla in there. Porter decides he's gonna check out, but not after dropping a few movie quotes.
Game over, man! I'm sorry, Marge.
This goes into the music video of Gorgor. Fucking full-on kaiju action. Slymancer, once again, a badass. Catches a fucking missile and then throws it back at the helicopter. Sleazy tries to feed Gorgor baloney, but I don't think that's enough. This executioner summons the mechanical demon bat, which I guess survived the crash earlier, and he tries to hook Gorgor, but that's one fish too big to reel in. Clearly they're no match for it in their current state, so Beefcake gets the idea to blow his thumb like a cartoon, which makes him big and giant. Apparently his axe gets big too because, you know, Toon Force. Unfortunately, keeping his breath held was not easy, and he deflates back rather quickly. This gives Odorous an idea, and apparently he's whipped out some sort of fucking magical scepter. Where he fucking got that, but hey, it makes him big magically, and he doesn't have to worry about deflating, so there you go. And Odorous kind of gets his ass handed to him, as he's mostly just chewed up like fucking jerky. However, one desperate slave causes enough of a slip-up that gives Odorous the chance to land a fatal blow, and he kills the giant tyrant lizard. Granted, he also falls back and takes out the building. Amongst the rubble, we see that the cuttlefish rises again. And that, my friends, is Phallus in Wonderland. If you're still with me at this point and you're thinking it's cool, definitely go check it out. It's just been recently put up with a couple other videos on the GWAR YouTube channel. There's also GWAR TV on Roku if you have that. Those just can't get enough GWAR. So yes, I recommend Phallus in Wonderland, their first full-length feature film. I love it. I'll also be reviewing Skullhead Face, their follow-up full-length feature film. Not to mention a couple other ones they have, like It's Sleazy and Bloodbath and Beyond. I'll also be doing some mini reviews of these other DVDs, which are just like live stage performances and tour footage films. As far as concerts go, they're top notch, but they're not actual movies, so I'll just keep it pretty short and sweet with those ones. I know it was a fucking weird trip, but thank you for taking it with me. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that's up your alley, or maybe just a little too twisted for your minds. Either way, thank you for watching. Cut.
Yeah.